All right, guys. So today we're going to be talking about cars, and this is the podcast where we talk about cars. It's Car Guys Talk.
Oh my God, I love cars.
This is Car Guys Talk with Andrew and Tavarish.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Car Guys Talk, and today this is a great podcast because we have, number one, we have energy, don't we, Andrew?
Yes, we have energy.
That's a little too much energy, actually. Too much. How about
energy.
Yeah, we need you at 20% less energy. How about that? Try it again. Okay. This is Car Guys Talk, and this is a podcast where we talk about cars and guys.
Let's talk about guys.
I thought you'd never ask. So it has come to my attention that sometimes we go off topic. So we need to stay on topic for the remainder.
I hear your concern, but I refuse to abide by it.
Okay, so with that, I hear you're abiding, but I say a hearty yeah, but still. So what we're going to talk about today is the thing that everyone wants to know. Okay, is what does everyone want to know?
If you were gonna be a black car driver, like a black car service, the transporter, the transporter, what kind of car would you use?
I refuse to be a part of your racism, Andrew.
No.
I understand that you live in the middle of nowhere, and sometimes it gets the best of you.
I'm saying,
I understand this.
If you were the transporter, what kind of car would you use?
I don't understand your reference. What is that? Is that a transporter?
If you were Yasin Statham.
If I was Yasin Statham, then I would definitely have a PT Cruiser. Number one, because nobody would see it coming. Number two, because it is the best handling front wheel drive hearse ever made. And number three, it has those husky dumps that people love to see in the movies, and also number four, it's affordable, so it's aspirational. So if anybody can be a driver, if anybody could be a transporter that gets the girl at the end, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. So what I'm saying is, what you have to do is.
Thanks for listening to Car Guys Talk today, you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning out.
Okay. It's weird. This thing just kind of went out. Is there a problem with that?
Oh no, I think you're good.
So
you're good.
The what I wanted to talk about was the adventure we had yesterday.
We had an adventure yesterday.
We did things, and we did things with cars. So it was a real fun time.
It was eye opening.
And also eye closing because we actually got a little tired at the end.
So tired.
I wasn't that tired. I was like.
You were pretty tired.
I was a little bit. I was a little bit tired. I was a little bit, but I wasn't like pretty tired. I was normal.
I know you're pretty tired.
I was normal. It wasn't. We didn't really do anything. I mean, actually, you know what? We're lying. We did nothing. We did nothing yesterday. Andrew stayed home. He ate Taco Bell and he watched Blade Runner 2049, and he just.
Actually, one of those things is true.
Let's put it to the audience. Which one of those things is true? Reply one for Taco Bell.
Did Andrew eat Taco Bell, or did Andrew watch Blade Runner 2049 in 4K?
And reply 3 if you have unsubscribed and are now actively trying.
But don't forget to smash that like button.
Don't forget to smash that notification bell to make sure that every time Andrew eats Taco Bell, he lets you know about it, and also donate to our Patreon so Andrew can get some more Taco Bell. So we actually went to the dyno yesterday.
The dyno,
which was really cool.
The dynamometer,
the dynamometer, and it measures your dynamos.
Yes.
Yes, it measures how many dynamos did you make? Good.
T-Rex.
Okay, that's not a dynamo. That's a dinosaur. Yeah.
Oh, then I don't know.
It's a common misconception. A lot of people think that they go, "Oh, what's your favorite dynamo?" And they go, "Hey, T-Rex." But
actually, my favorite dinosaur, if we're getting into favorite dinosaurs,
it has to be the T-Rex. No, everybody's favorite dinosaur.
No,
you're gonna say some hipster thing like, "Oh, I like the megalotricycle something, whatever." And then you
streptospondylus.
Streptospondylus.
You streptospondylus.
That sounds like a throat infection.
Kind of, but listen. It's like the T-Rex.
You streptospondylus?
It's like the T-Rex, but it's deadlier.
There's nothing deadlier than T-Rex. Otherwise, it would have been in Jurassic Park.
T-Rex was most likely a scavenger.
T-Rex was, how dare you? Okay, I saw Jurassic Park. You know what it did to those kids?
It scavenged them.
It didn't scavenge them. They were still alive. Scavenge means that you eat things that are dead. Those kids were still alive. It also saved them because it ate a raptor. Also, Jurassic World, it killed that. What is it? Not the Spinosaurus. It was the
Indominus Rex.
No, it was the what is the Geriatricus Rex? Whatever. Whatever horrible sea creature that they made. In any case.
Oh, are you talking about Fallen Kingdom?
Sure. The one with is that the one with the dinosaurs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's the one. That's the one. Because I know the other ones didn't have the things.
It was just bones.
It's 2 hours of one still shot. And at the end, there's a guy that softly says, there they are.
No, it's just that at the end, dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs. The end.
Dinosaur DNA. So okay, we went to the dinosaur yesterday, and you put which car?
Did you soar some power in the? That sounded way better in my head. Never mind. Went to the dyno and saw some power on the dyno.
At least we weren't driving Veloster Raptors.
I don't get it. I mean, Stegosaurus. Am I right? Right? Because that's a dinosaur.
T-Rex this conversation every time.
T.
Because Tavarish.
Me, I'm T.
T.
And I wreck the conversation.
T-Rex
the
conversation.
in the good way. In the good way, because wrecking can also mean good, like bad can mean good in 1987. So that's right, because I wreck it. Like okay.
How'd your car do? What car did you take to the dyno?
So I took my Toyota Supra, and it is a Mark IV. It is the same color as the color white, and
okay.
What is that? Is that inaccurate? It's a very accurate statement, and it's just nobody says it like that. I think I'm bringing back. I'm starting a new phrase. It's the same color as the color white. Yeah, like your name is the same as Andrew. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Mm-hmm. All right. Anyway, so I have a white Toyota Supra. It's like the Fast and Furious Mark IV Supra, and it makes all sorts of noises and power. Except for that last part was a total lie. So
yeah, it doesn't make any noise or power.
No, it is quite possibly the slowest Supra in the known universe. So I'm not going to talk about power numbers.
Because there's videos for that.
No, I can talk. I mean, I can talk about it. It's just like it's sort of.
You don't want to because you're ashamed.
My dignity. Yeah. So maybe. How about this?
288 divided by 2.
288 gerbil power. That's what I got.
Minus 24.
Divided by 2 minus 24. And then minus 7. So what we ended up with was, first of all, the Toyota Supra, when it started out life, it back in 1995. Can you imagine that? 1995, you had Spice Girls on the radio, and you had a nice Toyota Supra in your driveway. And you start it up, and it makes that nice purr. That nice inline-6 naturally aspirated purr. You put it into first gear, it just goes and goes. It's nice and crisp, and it's shifting. And it makes all of 225 horsepower at the crank. Okay? A lot for 1995. But now, we're in 2018. Biff Tannen is the president of the world. And we have cars so powerful that not only is 225 horsepower not enough, it is dangerously bad. Okay? Like, cars will, like, people find out that you have that kind of power, they kill you on the spot. Mad Max, Thunderdome, all that stuff. You can't go to Gastown with this car, okay? They'll kill you. So I'm taking a real risk with putting these numbers out there, but I'll do it because I'm a nice guy. All right, so you know how much the car made, so I'm not going to ask you, but I want to put it out to the audience. I want you to stop the video right here and don't come back to it. So now we can actually talk about the real numbers. No, I want you guys to think of a number between 1 and 121. And and now I want you to write that number down.
Think of a number between 119 and 121. Somewhere in the middle there.
Somewhere in that range. And then I want you to write that number down. I want you to mail it to me. Just physically mail me just a number. I don't know, not a written number, the number itself, like a tangible number.
Yes, and mail that to Tavarish.
Yeah.
120 HP Lane.
Yes.
Slowsville, Florida, 12012.
Yeah, all my Slowsville fans, you guys know where it's at. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice and calm around these parts.
Welcome to Orlando, Florida.
Yes. I would have said slow Orlando.
No, Orlando.
You know, I these things sound better in my head. It's like or sounds kind of like slow, so like slow Lando, but then slow Lando would be like Lando Calrissian after farming accident. God, I'm sorry. The car made 120 horsepower at the wheels on a Mustang dyno. The Mustang dyno does read a little low, so I wager that would probably be around 150 or something on a dyno jet, like making the top numbers. But it went from 120 to 113 on the subsequent runs because you can't replicate the first run. It's just perfection. It's perfection. All the cylinders are running perfectly. There was no weird like torque thing. There was no dip, even though
no boost leaks.
Yeah, no. I mean, well, definitely no boost leaks. I mean, the boost leaks
only happen on boosted cars.
They tend to. Sometimes they can happen in other cars. That's a little known fact. You don't actually need a turbo for a boost leak because if you have an excuse of why you lost a race, you can just blame it on that. And then when people go, "Oh, yeah, you don't have a turbo," you just run away screaming. So. You just like you cry a little and whatever, and then you write on the forums that, "Oh, dude, I killed this guy," and whatever. So so those are your personal demons that you need to work out. So I got this car up to my friend Air Cruz's dyno, Vanquish Tuning in Tampa. We drove for 2 hours. I drove for 2 hours. You drove for like
hour and 45 minutes.
That's nothing, dude. That's crazy. That's crazy. You live you're like so close. You're like neighbors. Hour and 45. I had to drive 2 hours. 2 hours. It's insane.
It was you had stopped for lunch, and I was driving through this small town near where I live, and I see this piece of crap Supra sitting out in the parking lot of this restaurant. And I'm like, well, I'll be.
So I appreciate you taking a jab at my car. Let me ask. Did people give you a thumbs up in your Ford Focus on the way there? Because I assure you that people gave me a thumbs up with my Toyota Supra, even though it only had 120 horsepower. Thank you very much, Mr. Hot Boy, with your extreme pops and crackles tune.
Here's the thing: I didn't have anyone give me a thumbs up. I had
you had people giving you the middle finger because you were holding them up because you were doing your pops and crackles tune and not keeping the rate of speed.
I had someone in an F-250 try me.
Try you
on I-4 on the way down.
Whoa, dream big there. F-250. He has all of what, 9,000 pounds in his truck, and then he decides he sees a Ford Focus, and you know what? I'm going for it. I'm gonna dust this little expletive. And what did he do? Did you beat him? Did you beat him?
Like he owed me money.
Did he owe you money?
No.
Okay then. Yeah.
But in that vein, in that manner of defeat, yes, his defeation was complete.
Defeation. So you have completed defeation.
The defeation has reached completion.
So how does one? I mean, how old are you now?
I'm 30.
and still racing on the street with a Ford Focus, no less. Okay, so let's analyze this situation. So
That's all the analyzation we need.
You're in your Focus, okay, and you are focused. So it's like it's running on all cylinders. It's crazy, right? You have focus. You're in the focus. So you're in the left lane, I assume, because you have places to go.
I was in the middle lane, actually.
Middle lane.
And
then the guy comes up behind you, and like a Tokyo Extreme Racer, he starts just giving you the high beams.
No, he comes up on my right. He comes up in the right lane.
Right. Mm-hmm. And then he's rolling coal, and he's like Confederate flag out the window. He's like, no, he's not. We got a live one here. That's what he said, right?
No. So he got up to my right, and he stayed next to me for a little bit, and then he would juice it, and then get off of it, and then juice it, and then get off of it. Like he would pull forward, and then slow down, and pull forward, and slow down, like he wanted to.
Rolls the window down, and he shows you a little of the man nip. Yeah. I
wouldn't have put it past him. It's an F-250.
Listen, you need to look over, because that is like the universal sign of either I want to race or get off at the next exit, because there's going to be some stuff going down. So maybe that was a missed opportunity for you. Maybe that was. Was there tinted windows? Maybe that was Mrs. Wright.
I doubt it.
It could it could happen. You don't know.
Now, Mrs. Wright doesn't have a Confederate flag sticker on the back of her truck.
This is why you don't know that.
Yes,
your mind. No, your mind is so closed off to other viewpoints. Who cares? She might be the nicest person in the world.
She could be, yeah. But she's got a Confederate flag on the trunk. I ain't about that life, man.
Oh, so you don't. So what if they have a Confederate flag on their truck? Who cares? You have the Bangs and Crackles tune. Maybe that's as offensive to some other people. They're just trying. they're trying to just be. I just want to have a nice Sunday drive.
Me too.
And then this guy comes over, and you're like, everybody likes this.
I don't care what everyone likes. I like it.
You know what? I don't care. I don't care about anybody else. Except for me.
That's
except for the person in this car.
Just like everyone else on the road.
And that is what's wrong with America, ladies and gentlemen. Everything wrong with America is Andrew. So maybe I put a little too much on your shoulders. Let me take some of that off. I think that whoever was in that truck was trying to get your attention because one, they were in a Ford, and you were in a Ford, so that was like a Ford wave. Maybe their horn was broken, so they do that. They do an acceleration thing just to kind of rev the engine and let you know that they're there, give you a little wave. Or two, it indeed was Mrs. Wright, and you might be out. You might be missing the opportunity of getting a Southern Belle with a little bit of a penchant for
racism.
For not racism. Some would call it history. So, yeah, some would call it it's a colorful history or colorless history, depending on how you're viewing it.
It's not hate, it's heritage.
Yeah,
it's both.
No, it's. Listen, we can get a little political or not, whatever. But when people say like a Confederate flag was. The Confederacy, a Civil War wasn't about slavery or whatever, or the Confederacy wasn't about slavery. Like you can make an argument for why it wasn't, but like there clearly was a component to that. It was like that's one of the major reasons for the war. Yeah, there are other reasons, of course, but that was like the big one. When you go, hey, I want to own people, and other people was like, yeah, probably not a good idea. But whatever political affiliation, yeah, who cares? What I'm saying is, just because if somebody has a Confederate flag on their truck, does not mean that they're like a crazy Nazi racist. Like it literally, like General Lee it was one of the biggest shows ever. Like that wasn't, they weren't like crazy racist. It was just like, that was just part of the identity of the South until they decided that, some tiki torch idiots decided to co-opt
what happened is I raced a racist and I disgraced their faces.
See, while I was talking, you were thinking of that, like, disgrace, racist. Faces racist.
Yeah. I was formulating that. I wasn't even paying attention to what you were saying.
Yeah.
Said something about General Lee, and then I got lost in my own rhymes, bro.
Oil man with the oil pan.
Oil man in the oil pan, digging in the oil sand. In the sun, getting oil tan. Oil man.
Oil man with the oil plan. Get it?
Filling up his oil can, cooking food in his oil pan.
We need a shirt. We need a shirt. Like, just a little like oil man.
Earl man.
Earl man.
Earl man. Do whatever Earl man can.
So we can do Earl man. Earl man seems like a gritty dude. Is he like Finn Gergens? Finn Gergens is
Who's Finn Gergens?
Finn Gergens. So he's a grizzled rally driver from Scandinavian countries, but he's been on the right and wrong side of the law. Finn Gergens used to be. He was pretty good. Never really went pro. He had his chance, but he took some ladies of the night back home to his not back home to his hotel before the race, and he never actually made it, so he was disqualified. And he was good at what he did, but he never really applied himself. So now he just works at Home Depot. So it's fine. It's good. It's good work for what he.
I thought he worked at IKEA because it's the Scandinavian countries.
Yeah, but he doesn't live there anymore. He had to leave for reasons.
Oh,
yeah.
So he's an expat.
You can call it that, yeah. So, yeah.
Expat, you can call it that.
Yeah,
all right.
Getting that plan with the oil man. All right. I feel like we could do an entire episode just like riffing on that, and it will never stop being funny. So, the car made 120 horsepower to the wheels. That is on the side of suck. But then you put your car on the dyno. I did on the dynamo meter.
I did do that.
And then what did that sort of what did that 4-cylinder beast make?
So according to that Mustang dyno, which is a heartbreaker dyno, and my heart is still broken.
Let's give it a little more excuse than that. I mean, that's like, come on, we can do better than that. So the Mustang dyno is a heartbreaker dyno, so the numbers are a little lower. But also, your tire pressure was probably half PSI low, and it was like really hot where we were, so it's gonna be less dense. Plus, it was raining, it rained a little bit, so that you lose some density there. And also, you were probably a little nervous, because it's like your first time. You don't want to break the car, and it's black is not the fastest color. That's somebody's gonna take that out of context and put this in a.
Listen, I made 165 horsepower and 216 pound-feet of torque.
Nobody likes a one-upper. You know that? Nobody does.
I'm not a one-upper. I'm a 45 upper.
You're a 45 upper. So
get wrecked, scrub.
We need. You know what we need? We need a drop machine. So just a little button to get wrecked, scrub.
Or just like one of those
get wrecked, scrub.
Or just like one of those like bass falls from like the movie trailers.
Get wrecked.
Wrecked.
You're listening to Car Guys Talk. Get wrecked.
So we did that first run, and that was the highest number we made. And then did a few subsequent runs, and we noticed that the charge air temps on my car were getting pretty toasty.
It was basically like you had a fire in your intake manifold. So your charge air temps, for those of you who don't know what that means, then you should probably Google it. But I will give you a little rundown of what that is. Charge air is just the air coming into your engine.
From the turbo.
From the turbo. Well, it's just the pressurized air going into your intake manifold. So that air needs to be round about, like the maximum it should be without pulling a lot of timing is around 120 to 130 degrees Fahrenheit.
Mine was 228.
Yours 228, so that's 100 degrees over what it should be.
Yeah.
Which pulls a lot of timing and you lose a lot of power.
Yes.
So the reason why that is because you have a little tuny tune on your car.
Yes.
From Stratified, and that allows you to run more boost. But the thing is, with a smaller turbo, when you run more boost, you're basically just giving a lot of hot air. And if you don't have an intercooler, then you're gonna get wrecked. You get wrecked. That's
right.
That's what happens.
Get riggedy wrecked.
Yeah, and we had fans directly on the intercooler. We were like spraying it down.
Spraying the intercooler with water. Yeah, it just It's time to. I think,
Yeah, we
get
put
an
ice in
inter-
your cylinders and like
Yep, we iced them.
yeah, we iced it.
Iced the cylinders.
Just open up the throttle body and fire extinguisher, just to empty it.
That just hurts my heart thinking about it. So I think.
By the way, wait, on that same train of thought, have you seen? There was a post a while back. I think it was on the Audi forums. Some guy sandblasted his engine. He got it into his head that you can put sand in the throttle body of a car, and that will sandblast your engine. That will like clean it up.
Oh man.
So he just put sand in his engine, and then he was like, "Oh, the car's really not sounding good. Like it doesn't sound good." And then, oh crap, it doesn't start anymore. So that's and people were like, first there was a few people that were like, "Should we tell him?" And then there's other people like, "No, don't tell him. Do not tell him. We need to troll this guy as hard as possible."
Motor sand. Got put in by a silly man.
Motor sand.
Motor sand does whatever a motor sand can. Anyway, so I think an intercooler is something I should look into in the very near future.
Yeah. You should do that now because we're in the midst of summer, and if you want to have any sort of fun at all in your car, you got to do that because that car is not fun after like 3,000 RPM. It just drops right like a rock.
Yeah.
It is so slow. It is the slowest car ever. That car is a piece of junk. How dare you bring that car around my house? I'm going to key your car.
Sorry,
I hate that car.
I didn't mean to upset
It
you.
is so bad. It is offensive.
Yeah, to have a faster car than your
To
Supra in your driveway.
No, it's offensive to people. Just regular to humanity. It is a stain on society. That car.
Stop talking about your Supra like that. Come on, man.
Listen, let's get real for a second.
Yes,
okay?
yes.
I like your car. Right?
Thanks.
I like it. Sure. It's fine. It's good.
But it's faster than your Supra.
It is faster than my Supra. But the fact is, Supras are rear-wheel drive, and Focuses are front-wheel drive.
Sure.
Rear-wheel drive always wins. That's the rule.
I disagree.
Rear-wheel drive always wins. Can you do a donut with a front-wheel drive car? No,
Yes.
you cannot. No, you cannot.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
You need like McDonald's trays or some shit.
No.
Oops.
Demonetized.
So we're not getting demonetized for that.
No, I just...
Somebody's like, some kids are listening, and they're like, "Mommy." No kids are listening to this.
So all I got to do is turn off traction control and slam it in reverse. Dump the clutch. Donuts. Boom.
Slam it in reverse.
Yes.
Have you ever tried this?
Yes.
You've never tried this.
In my PT Cruiser.
I know you're lying. I know completely. I know when you're lying. You have this like little light. So when Andrew lies, you guys probably can't see this, even though we're in 1080p. He has this little light that leaves his eyes, like like I don't know,
like when Boromir dies.
Right? Yeah, exactly. He just goes like he just goes. You can see the light leave his eyes, and like that's how you know he's lying.
But I've seen it done, not in a Focus ST specifically, but I've seen
on
reverse
YouTube
front-wheel-
or something.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
I've seen front wheel drive.
I've seen lots of
donuts.
things done on YouTube. That doesn't mean it's to be done. You know what I'm saying
Like
is
buying a fire damaged Lamborghini.
I haven't seen that done on YouTube. Yo, yeah. I'm the first. I'm the
It's your
first
boy.
one. I'm the first one. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys like it. I ain't milking this though. Let's. You made some power. I made some power. Let's call it a draw. No,
It's not a draw though.
you win one. I win one.
No.
The cars they performed valiantly.
Mine just
but
performed better.
I don't. I think mine had a little bit more heart. It was just.
No, but it didn't though.
But mine had 2 torque peaks and you had only 1.
Yeah, that's because there's something wrong with your car.
There's nothing wrong with the 2 torque peak. It's like
Twin Peaks.
exactly, dude. Would you rather a Okay, I'm not gonna go there.
So we have. I think we
I'm
have,
not going there.
I think we have some questions.
We do. And can you tell us the questions? And we'll spend some time talking about them and answering them possibly. So if you'd like to ask me a question, you can do so at The Real Tavarish. That is Instagram and Twitter, even though you can't really ask questions on Instagram unless I post something, and then I'm not really checking those things. So do Twitter. Do a Twitter.
Do it.
Send me a Twitter. Tweet Twitter.
Okay, here we go. You ready?
Yes.
Okay, I just lost it. Give me a sec. Okay, Alex Goy would like to know.
Ooh.
Are you always that nice to your fans?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Alex Goy is a really good journalist, and he's in the UK. I met him I met up with him in Goodwood. I met him before, but he's an awesome dude. Awesome dude. And he was doing a story for Jalopnik. He drove in the Brabham BT62 up the hill, which is freaking awesome. And when I was walking, like we met up, and then there was a fan that came by, and he was like, he just saw my interaction with the fan. And usually I spit on them. Like usually I yell real loud. Like I take their head, right? I take their head, I turn it to the side, and I yell super loud in their ear. But he was there, and I didn't want to be like a jerk to him.
Right.
Yeah, so I was just like, hey, what's up? You know, I just try to be like normal, but usually like my do you know who I am comes out. So they go, hey, are you Tavarish? And I just yell really loud. It's just like unintelligible stuff. Like, like that.
Now in German.
That wasn't German. If you, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Now in Japanese.
Okay. Yeah, that's my Japanese. Is it good? Did it pass?
It sounds like you're about to vomit.
That's what Japanese is. Little did you know. Did you know that the Japanese language came? I'm gonna offend Japanese people. So let's not get into that. Yeah, I tend to be okay to people when they come up and ask me stuff. There was about like 20 or so people that came up, and which is cool when you go to another country and people are like, "Hey,
Are you that guy?
Are
Are you that git that bought that fire damaged Lamborghini?
Hey, you that geezer
Oi,
with
geezer.
the Lambo,
What you think you're doing, eh, geezer?
geezer."
All right, so next one
Yes.
comes from Ryan Vonderwerf.
No, that's not a name. That's not a name. Vonderwerf? That sounds like you're throwing up. Ryan, I'm sorry. You're the best.
On your AMG manual swap, why didn't you use the Chrysler manual transmission instead of the custom overseas job?
All right, I don't like Ryan anymore. So I've answered this question literally one time. So I don't like to repeat myself, but I'm going to do it just for Ryan because let's do all the things that he wants to do. The reason why is because the Chrysler transmission is made of glass. It doesn't hold any power. And even though it does bolt up, I don't want my transmission to explode because I'm going to have a car that has more than whatever the Chrysler Crossfire makes. What does that make as far as power?
Who cares? It's a Crossfire. It's a piece of crap.
I just care because let's just say I have
Because
a car.
that is how the Chrysler do.
The Chrysler lifts its hindquarters and and deposits its seed into the. Okay. So that's sort of what it looks like. I just care that the Chrysler makes less power than a Supra because I need validation.
Oh no, this SRT6 makes way more than your Supra.
It's not the SRT6. SRT6 never came in manual.
Oh,
the regular,
cool. Nice
regular
job. Nice job, Chrysler.
Some Chrysler engineer like, it's the best I can do. I'm sorry.
He's like sitting in his office, just like watching the podcast alone. He's like,
this is it. No, you know what he's doing? He's like, picks up the revolver. Click. Not today.
Next question comes from Miles.
Mm-hmm.
Miles wants to know, what is the primary factor which controls the pressure ratio or an axial flow compressor? Time is of the essence. I need this for a test. Well, I'm assuming that this will be way after the test by the time you see it. So
You don't know. Maybe his test is exactly when we release this. So it could be.
Okay,
Well,
so what is the primary factor which controls the pressure ratio of an axial flow compressor?
Primary factor. Would that be? I don't. Hold on. That controls the pressure ratio.
Mm-hmm.
To the what?
An axial flow compressor.
Axial flow compressor would be that's a turbocharger. So the primary factor would be speed, like speed of the compressor. I don't know. Would that be Well, you know, you're an engineer.
Am I?
You've had so many jobs. Every time I say a job, you're like, oh yeah, I was this for like 5 years, even though it doesn't really make sense on the timeline of your life.
People can have more than one job at the same time. You know that, right?
No, because dude, you're like a vampire. You're like, yeah, I was, in
Is it because I'm pale?
in 1896. Well, I mean,
Are you being racist because I'm pale?
I was gonna like.
Thanks for listening to the final episode of Car Guys Talk, everyone.
Are vampire? What if actually are vampires racist? Can vampires be racist?
I don't know.
What do you think of vampires' like political affiliations are? Like whatever.
Anarchist.
No, I don't think they're anarchists because anarchists they would want to live longer. They don't want to live shorter. Like they want to see society kind of flourish, and you know. But what political affiliation do you think a vampire was?
Bourgeoisie.
So what if
bourgeoisie?
What if you found out that I was a vampire, but
That would suck.
but I told you like, oh, it's not what you think. It's like it.
I'm not sucking blood to stay alive.
What? Imagine if you had to do that to stay alive.
Demonetized.
Dude, imagine if you had to do that to stay alive.
Suck blood?
No, the other one. Imagine if you had to. Imagine you have to give somebody a BJ to stay alive. Would you do it? No, seriously. Like if like, not like all the time because that's outlandish, right? But like once a week. Once a week, you have to like give it your all, and you stay alive. Like you keep on going. But otherwise, you just like you have a massive heart attack the next day. Would you do it? What if the guy was like super nice? What if he's like, he's super nice? He's like, listen, I know you're just
talking about cars.
I know you're just
guys.
I know you're just doing your job, and let's just get this over with because whatever sorcerer spell we're under, we just need to get through this. Like he wasn't really into it, and he was like a decent guy, like a good a family man, but he just like he really wasn't really into it either. Would you would you do it just to stay alive until the curse was lifted?
No.
On
nope, I choose death.
You choose death.
Yep.
Wow, it's very homophobic of you. So, look at why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Dude, come on.
What happened to this episode?
What happened? No, I'm saying this is a real scenario. Like, what happened? If a sorcerer came to you and you said, like, now
I would shoot that man.
You must pow. You must perform fellatio on every fortnight. Lest you shall wither away and die.
I would wither away and die.
Really?
Yep.
Dude, I mean,
You're
not as progressive as I thought you were.
I would just take care of it right then and there.
Well, I mean, you could take care of it right then and there. That's
No, of my life.
Oh.
Yep.
No, why? What? No. You got to stay alive. Stay alive. The context of this is weird. Okay, let's go.
The context of this is weird. Okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
you're making it weird, dude. Come on.
Okay, here we go.
Yes.
This one is from Blake Panther.
Is that a
Blake Panther?
Blake?
The Blank Panther. Blake.
Oh, I get like Black
Blake.
Panther.
Blake.
Except Blake.
Yeah. Hello, I'm a
Is that a Spubby thing? Blake Panther?
Yes.
Like a Robert Cop?
So, hello.
Sponge dude.
Oh my God. Hello, I'm a wrench. Sponge dude. Sponge dude, lateral trousers. Hello, I'm a wrench noob. I recently changed the spark plugs in my wife's 2010 Focus, and there was some oil or something pooled up around the old ones that spilled into the combustion chamber when I pulled them out. When I went to start it up, I got some white smoke. Is that bad?
No,
you're fine.
No, I like it's like some oil or something, like or whatever it is. It could have been blood. Who knows? It's just could have been the blood of the innocent. No, it just means you need to change your valve cover gasket because there shouldn't be any oil around there. So change the valve cover gaskets, especially the gaskets right in the spark plug holes.
Yes,
there should be like
the
little circular gaskets. Yeah, sometimes they weep, so change those out. Shouldn't be that hard. Just remember to torque down the bolts to spec because those bolts can easily break. So careful.
Switch to ARP head studs. This video not brought to you by ARP head studs.
You shouldn't switch to ARP head studs if you're doing a valve cover job. That's not a thing.
Listen, I know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I worked around drift cars.
I have literally changed a tire. So I think I know a little bit about what you're talking about.
I filled up my car with gasoline sometimes.
Dude, that is...
I'm practically a master mechanic.
Whoa, this is so easy. All right, let's do it. Come on. Come, dude.
Would you chill out,
Dude, I'm
chill out.
I'm. Come on, please. Are you
Bradley.
curating while we're doing this show?
Some of these are dumb.
No. I love all the questions. First of all, those people paid a lot of good no money to ask us questions.
A lot of these are like political questions.
Let's do it.
No.
People
No.
love it when we
No.
start talking about politics.
No.
Let's talk about the election in Myanmar. Let's do that. Who are you for? Huh?
Bradley Evanson wants to know
No.
any worthwhile
let's do
Aussie cars
the
that can be
stupid ones.
imported. Obviously, the Mad Max generation Falcon is eligible, but there are plenty of worthy Holdens, HSVs, or Ford Performance Aussie models that just hit the eligibility mark.
Was I wearing a Chris Fix shirt the entire time?
Yes.
Guys, I'm not Chris Fix. It's not a Chris Fix face reveal. So, if you guys want to know who Chris Fix is, I could do a good Chris Fix impression, but hold on, I got to get into character. All right. Hey guys, Chris Fix here, and today we're gonna do a crappy podcast. That's right, we're gonna show you what to do when you have no ideas and some tools. How about that?
I've heard better.
Hey guys! All right. It's like you just ramp it up. Hey guys! It's like, oh, geez, tone it down a little.
Super Saiyan Chris.
Okay. Yes. Super Saiyan Chris Fix. I'd love to see that. Yeah. Okay. Was there a question?
Yes, there was.
Australian cars. You should import the Vauxhall. They don't have Vauxhall. A Holden Commodore, 4-cylinder turbo diesel, with the optional track package and the meat cleavers in the back.
What?
And
This Commodore's got those red meat cleavers in the back.
It's
Obviously, we don't
well,
know a whole lot about Australian cars.
No, I know that's the one I'd get. The Holden HSV Maloo Bathurst.
Yeah, but that's not 25 years old.
Melbourne Sydney
Oh my
Kangaroo
God. Okay.
drop bear.
Sorry,
that's
we can't help you with that.
the Vegemite version.
Vegemite, totally, yeah.
The Vegemite edition is very good with the optional spiders in the exhaust. So, that's what I would import. You guys tell me in the comments what would you import, because I am. That's it.
Speaking of Vegemite, like who in Australia was like, you know what a sandwich needs? I'll need a spread that tastes like dirt.
You know what the sandwich you know what this country needs? A food that tastes a food that no one likes. It's like when I went to Malaysia, they had a bunch of fruit, like a local fruit called durian.
Oh yeah,
And
it's delicious.
The thing is, nobody eats durian over there. Nobody does. It's like a stupid tourist thing. So they sell it to tourists. They're like, oh, it's a local delicacy. And then people are like, yeah, it smells like fart. So why would you do that? And we had I bought chocolates that was like in durian.
Chocolate.
And it's like
Chocolate.
It's just chocolate.
I love chocolate.
Does wonders for my acne. So the chocolate, when you open it up, it smells like somebody farted in your mouth. So it's. Did you just get a little turned on there?
I bet you Trump would love that.
This guy just said, let's not get political. You have to just bring up Trump for no reason.
What?
I bet you Trump would love that.
He probably would.
What, do people fart in Trump's mouth? Is that a thing that people say?
He likes pee-pee, so why not farts?
He likes pee-pee?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. The pee-pee tape.
The pee-pee tape?
Pee-pee tape.
Pee-pee tape. Yeah. Are you gonna put on Twitter like the super political people, like Andrew pee-pee tape Howell? Andrew, show us the pee-pee tape Howell.
Yeah, right.
Andrew, kill all Nazis, Howell. Whoa, I am so edgy. Whoa.
No, that's literally me though.
I know.
Kill all Nazis.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
No, yeah.
No, but for real.
No, seriously.
No, really. No,
Seriously.
no, I'm.
Matt Flick wants to know best European cars to import under the 25-year rule. There is only one answer, and that is the Lancia Delta Integrale HF. End of discussion.
Yes, that is a car. Actually, I saw it at Goodwood. I saw that car at Goodwood in the.
I need it.
In the parking lot.
I need it.
You can actually buy one.
Yeah. Well, good, because I need it.
Okay, so buy one.
I'll just pull some money out of your walls.
Is there something you want to? You break open my wall and then just take out a $50 bill.
And
Like,
just leave.
like, wait, what just happened? And then like, there's an arm coming out. Give me my money. Precious. Just like a $50 bill. Like, oh my God, there's a kid living in the wall.
Yeah, I'd say the Delta is a solid choice.
All right. That's a very solid choice. I agree. Another solid choice would be the Holden Commodore with the 4-cylinder steam engine. And
Mercedes 190E Cosworth
190, but
Evo,
but they the Evo. Yeah, they made those here, but not the Evos.
not the Cosworth.
Yeah, they did. Well, yeah. First of all, it was never Cosworth.
It's Cosworth under the hood, Frederick.
It's a Cosworth head.
Yeah. But it's Cosworth.
No, but it's not a Cosworth. It's a 190E.
Yeah. No, it's a Cosworth, bro.
No. So it's
a Cosa.
a Cosa. This is not. It's a misconception. Okay. Anybody that calls it a Cosworth, you guys are wrong. You guys are wrong because it's not a Band-Aid. It's a bandage. Okay. Band-Aid is a company. Cosworth is not the name of the car. It's called a Mercedes-Benz 190E 2.3-16. That is the name.
What about the 2.6-16?
There's no 2.6-16.
I'm pretty sure there is.
There is not. There's not. And if you say otherwise, then
I'm gonna do a Google.
Okay, Google. Okay, Google.
Okay, Google. Okay, Google.
Just throw the phone across the room. Your phone sprouts legs and runs away. Oh, I hate it. I hate when it yells. Okay, so that would be what I would import under the 25-year rule. What I would say is you guys need to appeal to Trump's nature because he is obviously king of the United States right now. So appeal to his nature and say, oh, orange one, please.
Oh, orange one.
Oh, master of the Cheeto. Please lift this ban on 25-year-old cars. We need to have these cars in our lives because it enriches us, it makes America more American, and it gives more jobs because, I don't know, just make something up. He'll probably go with it. But definitely do that. Write a nice letter. Make sure it's possibly in crayon. He likes bright colors. And
use very small words.
well, no, he can understand words. He can understand words. The man can understand words. He's not. He's not. I don't think he's a dumb man. I think he's an enjoyer of bright colors. You know, he likes his bright colors. Perhaps pictures of cars. He likes a car. You know, he likes the car. He likes the automobile. He's a car guy. Some would say. Imagine a president that's a car guy, and Andrew does not like him. This is not a good situation to be in. Did you know that Donald Trump is a car guy? Did you know that?
Yeah, I do know that.
Okay, and yet...
Hey, look, 1990, Mercedes-Benz 190E 2.6-16 Evolution. Booyah.
So Andrew's wrong about this. I mean, listen, everything on the internet is completely... It's just a lie. First of all, that's fake news. I don't know where you got that, but whatever irreputable source that you got that from, it's completely garbage. Okay? So as Adam Savage would say,
I would also
I reject your reality and substitute my own.
I would also import a Lancia Stratos.
Oh, that I actually saw. That was in the
So you didn't see the Integrale.
Well, why did I phrase it like that? I did see both of them. But
I would also do a Lancia Fulvia. Just any Lancia.
Hold on. Now you're putting some doubt in my head. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't see the Delta Integrale. I could swear I did.
Fake news.
Yes. So
Lancia Fulvia.
I apologize for everybody's ears that he just blew out. Lancia fulvia. First of all, it's not Lancia. Lancia is a Florida way of saying it. That's like Montverde and Versailles. It's Lancia. Lancia.
Lawn chair.
Lawn chair.
Lawn chair.
Yeah. The lawn chairs, strato spaghetti. That's right. But I actually did see a Lancia Stratos. And I was like, I don't know if it's a kit car or not because they're so rare. I have no idea. But there was like...
It's Goodwood. Of course
Yeah.
it's going to be real.
Yeah, so maybe. Who knows?
It was real.
It's real in my heart.
Yeah,
It's
and
real in my
mine,
heart.
I didn't even see it, and it's real in my heart.
Yeah, so you can see that video. Well, you can't see it yet because I haven't edited it yet, but you guys will
Get
see
time
it.
travel.
Time travel.
Time travel.
Yeah.
Yum.
Okay. What else we got as far as the questions?
This one comes from Jerome Reek. What do you do with 5,000% theoretical understanding of cars but 0% technical ability? Asking for a friend.
You start a podcast.
Okay.
5,000%. What is it?
Theoretical understanding of cars but 0% technical ability.
You get a wrench and you learn. I mean,
Or you start a podcast, or both.
yeah, and then you just answer questions, and you can then make some money on YouTube, telling people things about what your brain knows.
So this next question, I'm really excited to hear the answer.
I'm
really excited.
I'm excited too.
I know you will be excited.
Dude,
This is a really good
I'm
question. You
so
ready?
excited.
You ready?
Hold on. Okay, go.
Cameron Taylor wants to know. How many Ferraris have you smoked in the Supra so far?
Oh,
More than you can afford now.
well, that actually doesn't make any sense. How many Ferraris have I smoked?
None.
None. I don't know. Is there a strain called Ferrari? 420 Blaze It. That's right. You know, because
Oh, that was a marijuana joke.
yeah.
It's
because
yeah,
like, if
because
there's a
you
Ferrari,
smoke it.
if
You
there's a
smoke
Ferrari
the strain.
type of,
Yeah,
type
yeah,
of
you smoke the weed. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
See, he asked how many smokes in
yeah.
my suit. Like, if I had
So you sit in the Supra, you smoke the weed, which is called
a
the Ferrari.
right?
You've smoked a Ferrari in your
Yes.
Supra.
Yes, and then that would make
It's still none. It's still zero.
It's no. I mean, they don't know. I could lie. That's what we can.
It's still recording. You know that,
we
right?
can cut this.
I'm not going to.
We can cut this.
I'm not going to.
Yes, but we can.
We can, but I won't.
But you should. But you should.
But I won't.
Because this is not looking good for me.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's definitely not. It won't for a
This
while.
podcast sponsored by Ferrari brand marijuana. That's right. Right. That's right. Get high without the high price. That's right. Now you can pretend that you're in a Ferrari when you're in your Econo box with Ferrari weed and
Made with real spaghetti sauce.
made with spaghetti sauce and broken dreams and lots of debt. So buy our weed and buy our hats, because with every weed comes with a hat.
And every hat comes with a weed.
That's right. And
Is that a police? I'm calling the weed.
I'm calling the weed.
420, what you smoking?
Yeah. So don't get caught. It may not be available in all states, and
Don't get caught, because if you don't get caught, it's not illegal.
yeah, not available in the other countries.
Eric, the essential consultant, wants to know, should I buy an older Audi with a turbo engine and get it tuned? Does that make me cheap, or does that make me savvy? It makes you both. And
I sort of feel like you said that a little too fast, and my brain did not register any of the words you just said. It's like that's what I heard right now, and I'm like,
Freddie, I need you to stay on your A game right now.
my A game.
We are answering questions from viewers. Okay?
Are they viewers or listeners? I feel like there's a big distinction.
There are
between
few
both.
listeners.
I feel like they're not even going to care. The people, do they really care? All right. So what was the question again?
Eric, the essential consultant, wants to know,
All right.
should I buy an older Audi with a turbo engine and get it tuned? Does that make me cheap, or does that make me savvy? I said it makes them both.
You can be cheap and savvy. I think that makes you not smart.
Yeah.
I don't think you should
Buying
buy
an
an
older Audi,
Older Audi, no.
regardless of tuning or not.
Yeah, you can buy older Audi and keep it bone stock, and it'll still bite you in the butt.
Yep.
So, yeah, no, don't.
Also, just to deter you from owning those cars, just Google service carrier position, and
Right, yeah.
that's it.
I mean, if you want to work on them yourself, and if you really, really hate yourself, like if you think you're just a bad person, and you know, if you're owning an Audi, you probably are. So, yeah, maybe go for it. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. I'm not the judge, even though, you know, everybody in society judges. I think you should. I think it's an American thing to do. We need to judge. We need to start judging in society. So people with Audis, not good people.
Okay.
They're not. You know, they bring over these used Audis. They're not bringing their best. You know.
They're A4s. They're A6s. Peter Nelson wants to know.
That landed exactly how
Peter Nelson wants to know: puppies or kittens? Kittens every time. For me.
Yeah, no. I think a puppy is better.
Okay.
It actually grows up to be somebody instead of like a kitten, which is like just a jerk the entire time.
Not correct.
Yeah, cats are jerks.
Clout Zaddy Cobain?
What?
Cobain?
Cobaina.
I don't know. Will you allow me to detail your vehicles? Small business out of Tampa trying to get my hands on some of your whips. Hashtag the white glove detailer.
I've had a lot of. Here's a serious answer for all y'alls that are like, hey, you wanna collab with me? We can do a nice collab, and I can be on your YouTube channel and get a lot of people watching my stuff. Like, yeah. So the way it works is just from an ROI perspective, it really doesn't make sense to work with companies that don't provide like a decent amount of what it is, like an actual service, because
he's not even asking to do a video. He just wants to detail your cars.
Yeah, but I assume that if he has a business, I assume that there's a video involved. Otherwise, people aren't doing it for free.
If he wants to come do my car for free, I'll do it.
If you want to do Andrew's car, that's perfectly fine. You can hang out with Andrew, you know, have lunch or whatever. That's fine. But as far as my cars on video, I've had a lot of offers for people like, hey, I have a detailing, whatever, and like, honestly, all I'm gonna do after it gets painted, I'm just gonna kind of keep up with the looks of it, and then that's it. It's not gonna need to be detailed, so I'm not really gonna drive it all that much.
I mean, you say that, but
you say that, but you know, it like spit flame, and it goes like skitty pop pop pop, boom boom boom, and that boom boom boom, skitty pop pop pop.
So next question comes from Groove. Groove wants to know, where do babies come from?
Okay, so
when a man
so this is a really hotly debated topic, and I've never actually found out for sure, but I believe well, actually we were talking about it before when we'll talk about it off air, but so here's what you do. You Google it. You Google, I believe, what's the thing called? Like the thing between your legs. Like what is that? What is that called?
Blue waffle.
It's okay. So you look up. Is that no? That can't be. That's not the name. Like what's the scientific name?
Bluus wafflus.
I feel like it's another. Okay.
Oh, you're talking about the goatsy.
Oh yeah. So. What? Yes. So you gotta go on Google and just type in goatsy and click on feeling lucky, and that will show you where babies come from. Because otherwise, I don't know. It's a mystery we'll never figure out.
Babies come from the goats.
All right. Okay. I think that's it for this episode.
No, we got a couple more.
No. Okay. Fine. Let's go through them quickly. Actually, if you say crickly, it sounds like quickly, and you can't tell the difference. Say it quickly.
Quickly.
People have been saying it for the wrong the whole time. I have to go quickly.
Vibov Jimdal
quickly
wants to know, BMW X3 or Porsche Macan? Which one and why? Porsche Macan all day.
Macan, it's better, it's faster. Porsche, the BMW X3 looks like it has some sort of weird disease. So no, Porsche X3. Yeah, the Porsche X3, the BMW X3 is not great.
It's boring.
The Macan, it looks good, it's fast, and it'll do everything you want it to do. Yeah.
Aqua Vixen wants to know, what is your favorite color of socks? Do you have Lambo socks yet?
Aqua Vixen sounds like they have a DeviantArt page. Do they?
Well,
Well,
it's
are they furry?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, in your face. I know my internet. I know
What
my
do you mean
internet.
in my face? I wasn't disagreeing with you.
I think you always disagree with me.
I think you always disagree with me.
No, I'm just right and you're wrong. That's different. Okay? There's like objective truth, but I feel like you're just trying to.
I wear black socks that are no-shows.
Is that a question?
No, I'm answering the question.
Oh. There was a question?
What is your favorite color of socks? Do you have Lambo socks yet? Do you wear
no.
socks?
Huh?
Do you wear socks?
Have you ever seen me wear socks actually?
I don't think I have.
No, I don't wear socks.
You're a Florida man.
I don't wear socks. I'm Florida man doing a Florida man can in my Florida pan. Handle. Florida man with a Florida plan. Mix.
All right, last question. Arno Schmidt wants to know, tell us about the second car you bought from Hoobie's Garage. I don't think you've purchased a second car.
No, I haven't. No, I don't know what you're talking about.
It's definitely not a Bentley.
No, it's not. Man, that would suck if it was.
Yeah, right?
I'd be
Imagine
stupid. God, what an idiot. Only
trying to fix that thing would be so much money.
like a complete dummy would buy that car.
Seriously.
Yeah, no. What a horrible question. What a dumb question.
Yeah, what a bad way to...
You're a bad person.
it's a terrible way to end a
No.
podcast.
Wow. That ended with a thud.
Big time.
All right. Okay. I guess we got to end this thing. We're over an hour.
It's whatever, man. Hey, you know what?
You know what? We're just gonna cut like 40 minutes out of the middle of this, just because I don't think you guys really deserve it. So
Cutting that vampire part out for sure.
cutting all that stuff out, unless of course Andrew forgets. In any case, see you guys later. All our social media is gonna be down below. Check it out, and make sure to follow us on the Snapchat and MySpace and Friendster. Friendster is I think it's making a comeback.
No, Grindr.
Follow Andrew on Grindr. He be found there most nights. Looking for Mr. Right, and sometimes that's Mr. Right now. So, are you gonna say anything? Okay. Well, bye everyone. Hope you have a great weekend. Andrew will.
This is Car Guys Talk with Andrew and Tavarish.